Welcome to SAU Magazine, a weekly news program coming to you from Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Casey Boddie.
And I'm Kathleen Langston.
A popular night spot for SAU students is burglarized and set on fire. The Oasis nightclub in Haynesville, Louisiana suffered extensive fire damage over the weekend. The Haynesville Volunteer Fire Department contained the blaze within 30 minutes. No one was in the establishment at the time of the fire. It was apparently set to hide the burglary. Officials indicate the nightclub is a loss with extensive inside damage. They also say the fire smoldered for a long time before it flared. Formerly known as Rockin' PVs, the Oasis served a college-age clientele offering drinks and karaoke.
Planning is underway for the Southwest Arkansas Regional Science Fair. The College of Science and Technology will host the event on Friday, March 4th. It will be held in the W.T. Watson Athletic Center and the Ryder Rink. More than 800 elementary through high school science projects are anticipated. $6,000 in scholarships and prize money is available in 7 categories. The Arkansas Game and Fish Commission will display its mobile aquarium, which will be open to the public.
SAU will host the Southwest Foreign Language Alliance on Saturday in the Reynolds Center. Registration will be held from 8 to 9 in front of the Foundation Hall. The opening assembly begins at 9:15 a.m. with a welcome from President David Rankin. Students will compete in several categories, including a culture test, extemporaneous reading, extemporaneous speaking, a vocabulary bee, music, and skits.
Deadlines are approaching for 2 scholarships. The deadline for non-traditional student scholarships is Friday, April 1st. Non-traditional students must have graduated from high school 5 years prior to the current semester. Applicants need 12 completed credit hours and a GPA of 2.75. For more information, contact Financial Aid in room 203 of Nelson Hall or the Vice President for Student Affairs in room 116 of Overstreet Hall.
An SAU senior will compete in the Farm Bureau National Collegiate Discussion Meet in New Orleans. Megan McGee will be competing against college students from across the United States. McGee, an agricultural business major, was invited to participate after placing second in state competition. It is evaluated on an exchange of ideas and information on predetermined topics.
SAU and the Department of English and Foreign Languages will host a summer program in Mexico. Participants will have the opportunity to increase their knowledge of Spanish by practicing writing, reading, speaking, and listening skills. Students may also enroll in Spanish internships for medical personnel, social work, business, and education. Health insurance must be purchased before departing. First payment is due by Friday, March 18th, and the second by Tuesday, May 3rd. This has been a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Kathleen Langston.
And I'm Casey Boddie.
With an SAU profile, I'm Brandy Bierbaum.
And I'm Richard Gamble.
Leonard Biddle is in his first year as a graduate assistant for the Southern Arkansas University golf team.
He also serves as a graduate assistant in the intramurals department.
Biddle received his bachelor's in kinesiology in 2004 from SAU.
Biddle was a member of the Mule Rider golf team for 4 years.
He received many awards for outstanding achievements as a scholar athlete.
Biddle was a retired Master Sergeant of the U.S. Air Force.
He served as a professional firefighter for 20 years.
He came to work for the SAU physical plant in 1994. In 2000, he enrolled as a full-time student.
Since then, he has been official scorekeeper for the Lady Mule Rider basketball team and works as a member of the chain gang at Rider home football games. Biddle and his wife Petra have been married for 21 years.
With an SAU profile, I'm Richard Gamble.
And I'm Brandy Bierbaum.
SAU Sports, I'm Todd Flanagan. The softball team went undefeated this weekend in the UCA Spring Softball Classic. The ladies faced Cameron University, winning 3-2 on Friday morning. That afternoon, SAU beat Missouri Southern 3-0. On Saturday, they came out with 2 more wins against Missouri-Rolla, 4-1, and North Alabama, 4-3 in 9 innings. SAU's current record is 7-4. They head to Arkadelphia next to play in the Henderson State Spring Classic.
I'm Angie Harwell. Members of the men's and women's cross-country teams earn academic recognition. Lindsay Musilak and Adrian Romanos were named to the NCAA Division II All-Academic Team. The United States Cross-Country Association announced the selections. Musilak, a sophomore for the Lady Mule Riders, has a 4.0 GPA in business. Romanos, a junior for the men's team, has a 3.36 GPA in psychology. They have also received academic honors from the Gulf South Conference.
In baseball, the Riders won the first two games of a series against St. Edwards, 5-1 and 9-8 Saturday. However, they lost on Sunday. In that game, Daniel Mosley was 3 for 4 and Ross Boudreau had a double and a single. Jeremy Hambryce went 2 for 3 and drove in 3 runs, while Eric Moya and Matt Oliver were both 2 for 5. The Riders battle Southeastern Oklahoma State in Durant on Wednesday in a doubleheader.
The Mule Riders began the season ranked 10th in the nation. However, they stumbled to a 3-4 start, falling out of the national rankings. Their upcoming schedule includes many games against teams ranked in the Collegiate Baseball Newspaper Top 30. Delta State, last year's NCAA Division II national champion, comes to Magnolia for a 3-game series in March. Other strong opponents include West Florida, Alabama Huntsville, Ouachita Baptist, and Quincy University of Illinois. SAU Sports, for Todd Flanagan, I'm Angie Harwell.
With commentary, I'm Amber Goodwin.
And I'm Tamara Clark.
Let's talk about going to class at SAU. Are you tired of the mandatory class attendance policy?
Is it just a total waste of time?
This policy states that if a student is absent from class more than the equivalent of 1 week, the student is dropped.
What a joke.
Attending class is necessary to becoming a good student, but it should not be an absolute requirement.
As students, we pay the money to attend school.
It's only a waste of our money by not attending class.
In that case, it should be our choice, but not a policy.
On the other hand, scholarship students who do not pay their own tuition should be held accountable to this policy.
We realize that tuition will be higher at a private institution.
We also know that attendance can vary from one professor to another.
But we're all adults here.
Judge us on the quality of our work, not an arbitrary number of absences.
With commentary, I'm Tamara Clark.
And I'm Amber Goodwin.
With an SAU police log, I am Kerim Marashi. On February 2nd, assault first degree. A female student pulled a knife on another female student on the first floor of the honors hall. The suspect asked the victim where she wanted to be cut. The victim, however, wished to handle this case through the university and not press charges. Arrest on warrant. Candace Sherman, an SAU student, was arrested without incident for having an active arrest warrant issued by the Magnolia Police Department. The warrant was related to a prior traffic violation.
I'm Brian Barr. On February 2nd, arrest on warrant. Ramiro Caballero, an SAU student, was arrested without incident for having an active arrest warrant issued by the Magnolia Police Department. The warrant was related to a prior traffic violation. Domestic violence. Lawrence Pellerin, an SAU student, was arrested on the charge of domestic battery in the 3rd degree following a domestic incident between he and his wife. The incident occurred at the Village Apartments. Pellerin pleaded guilty the following day in court to the charge.
On February 3rd, residential burglary. A student reported that someone entered his room in Green Hall and stole his PlayStation 2 and 3 games. The victim reported the suspect, and this case is currently under investigation. On February 8th, damaged property. A physical plant employee dented a car while trimming limbs in the gravel parking lot located south of Harrod Hall.
On February 9th, theft of property. A student reported that someone took his debit card while he was in the HKR building. The case is under investigation. The card has been used since the theft. When the identity of the person is determined, those involved will face felony forgery charges. Anyone with information in this case is asked to contact and meet with Detective Donald Ray at the University Police Department at 235-4989. With an SAU police log, for Kareem Marashi, I'm Brian Barr.
College Newswire, I'm Amanda Weber. The University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff warns credit card solicitors to stay off campus. Other institutions in the University of Arkansas system prohibit credit card companies from encouraging students to fill out forms. UAPB Chancellor Lawrence Davis says many students get cards because they have no other way of paying bills. The university has tried to discourage area businesses from allowing card solicitors to set up at their establishments. Arkansas State University celebrates international culture. It took place at the annual Middle East Studies Night. Subjects such as journalism, art, and history were discussed. Arkansas State received an endowment from King Fahd of Saudi Arabia. The endowment is used to promote Middle Eastern culture through research and culture exchanges. Awards were also presented at the event. College Newswire, I'm Amanda Weber.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Jennifer Stacy.
And I'm Calvin McGee.
SAU Theater will present its first play of the semester. The Underpants by Steve Martin will be shown at 7:30 p.m. next Tuesday through Thursday in Harton Theater. The play is directed by Daryl Phillips and the set is designed by David Murphy. Tickets are $2 for students, faculty, and staff, and $4 for general admission. More information is available from the Department of Theater and Mass Communication.
Who will be the next Mule Rider Idol? Men and women can put their talents to the test in front of judges to win a free demo and cash prizes. Registration for Mule Rider Idol is $5 and will end on Friday. Students registering for Mule Rider Idol need to submit 3 songs which can be any style of music. Judges are Dean J. Corson, Cletus Stewart, and Jennifer Henry. Contestants advance by judges' scores and by people's choice.
A presentation of photographs by Tom Ulrich will be held next Monday and Tuesday, beginning at 7 p.m. in the Foundation Hall of the Donald W. Reynolds Center. This year's program will include narration by Ulrich, showing a combination of photographic techniques, an insight into animal behavior, and a guided tour into exotic lands. After the presentation, his books will be available for purchase and author signing.
The SAU community is participating in a regional fundraising event. South Arkansas Fights AIDS presents the Tremble Group Way Off Broadway and a Broadway Country Cabaret. The fundraiser will be next Saturday at 7:30 p.m. at the South Arkansas Arts Center in El Dorado. Ticket prices will be $30. For more information, call 875-2099. That's 875-2099. And that's this week's entertainment news.
The SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program features a wide variety of professional experiences.
Students are responsible for producing and marketing radio and television programs each semester.
SAU Magazine, a radio news program, is available to stations in Arkansas and bordering states.
The SAU Report, a television interview program, is available to cable systems in Southwest Arkansas and Northeast Texas.
More than a dozen courses are offered in the SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program.
Writing, reporting, and hands-on experiences are stressed in these courses.
In addition, graduating students are more perceptive analysts of mass communication and broadcast journalism.
They are very competitive in the job field and for opportunities as graduate students.
Information about the Broadcast Journalism degree program can be found on the internet at saumag.edu.
That's saumag.edu for an excellent educational opportunity.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm Angie Loomis. Monday, February 28th, SGA Traffic Appeals Court meets at 4 p.m. At 5:30 p.m., Inter-Fraternity Council meeting and a Panhellenic Council meeting at 6:30 p.m. Tuesday, Student Activities Board will meet at 5:30 p.m., RHA at 6 p.m., and the IGC will meet at 7:30. Also, The Underpants by Steve Martin will premiere at 7:30 p.m. in Harton Theater. Wednesday is Student Refund Day, and the Biology Club will meet at 5 p.m. The Underpants will again be performing at 7:30, and the Lady Riders basketball team begin the Gulf South Conference Tournament. Thursday, the J Board will meet at 5:30 p.m. The Underpants will have its final showing at 7:30 p.m. The Lady Riders will continue GSC tournament action through Sunday. And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.